Look, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make as a new online coach is spending too much time trying to make a website, okay? In today's video, I'm gonna walk with you through how to make a really simple website. And I'm also gonna share with you when to make a website versus when to wait and not make a website, okay? So before we get started, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. I create weekly content just like this to help coaches grow and scale their online coaching business. So let's go ahead and dive in. So when it comes to building a website, you want to first make sure you've already got a few clients. Okay, it can be easy to get caught up in it and be like, oh, I need a website before I get clients. But I'm going to encourage you, you can get clients just with a very basic social media profile. If you have Instagram, if you have Facebook, that's enough for you to get started. You can spend some time making your profile look good. You can talk to people on the social media platforms, invite them to calls, and get at least 10 clients, okay? Get at least 10 clients before you start focusing on building a website. And I know it can be hard. You want a brand logo, you want colors, you want fonts, you want all this stuff, and you want a website, and that's great. But I'm gonna encourage you, hold off and wait, because building a website isn't gonna be a like cash generating or client generating activity. It's just not. It will help improve your professionalism, and it will eventually help you book more calls, because as you start reaching out to more people and people start hearing your name, again, they're gonna wanna look you up, right? And it's great. We wanna definitely make sure we have social media first. That's the most important. And once we have that, we do wanna have a professional website that's designed as almost like a business card, where it shows what we do, it tells our story, and it gives a ton of social proof and testimonials. And that's what I'm gonna walk you through today. I'm gonna walk you through my exact website. I'm gonna tell you the tabs that you're gonna wanna have and how to structure it and set it up in a way that's gonna actually help you get clients and not waste a bunch of your time in creating it. So let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my computer and let's go. All right, so I'm on my computer now, and this is my homepage. It's very, very basic, right? We got a headline, subheadline, a video, a call to action button, and then a little bit more, who's this for, a bunch of testimonials, and then you'll see all the way throughout at the same button. Hey, apply for the accelerator, apply for the accelerator, apply for the accelerator, and again at the top, apply. Because the whole point is, like, if someone's coming to my website, is I want them to book a call with my team if they're a good fit. If they're not, cool, like, go. I can't help you. If I can help you, I want you to know that the next logical step is to book a call. So I have that pretty much apply everywhere on my website. Let's go over the homepage first, and then I'll kind of go through the other pages. So the homepage is designed very, very basically. The first header is, this is what I do, or this is what the person can do if they work with me, right? Grow an online coaching program with proven growth systems. It's a little bit more a broad topic of this is what we do here. And then the one underneath it is more specific. We help health coaches and clinicians build online programs that allow them to work from anywhere, 20K plus months, one offer, 2 to 3 remote staff, while delivering incredible results. Okay, so this is what you would build if you decided to work with my team. Pretty clear, right? And then this is the probably most important part, okay, is a video on your homepage or just on your website that is a sales video, okay? This just shows them, hey, this is what it looks like to work with me. It's very basic. It's very, like, I don't have anything fancy. This is just a Loom recording, and it's me walking over my offer. Talks about how long it is, talks about the features, talks about the benefits. It talks about the guarantee, the risk reversal, talks about all those things. The only thing it doesn't include is it doesn't include price, okay? Because price is subject to change, and there are different payment plans, and I never want price to be the reason that someone can't get help and work with me. So that's not on there. And yeah, I mean, I change my offer pretty regularly with pricing. At least once a quarter, it updates based off spots are available. So like, I don't want to put a price on there and then have to change it every quarter and refilm an entire video. That's just like, it's painful to do. Okay. So I've got a sales video, and I wanted to show you on my screen here too, just like what the offer looks like, but also just how the presentation is made. You could do this on a Google Doc. You could also just do this on a PowerPoint, or you could just do straight talking to camera and have like an editor, like add the different steps on the video. So the Growth Accelerator is a system that does this, right? And there's a lot of like features, benefits here. Who's it for? It's for coaches and clinicians that are currently making $0 to $10,000 a month who want to make $10,000 to $20,000 plus a month, right? How it works. Here are the 4 steps that I take with all my clients. We do a high ticket offer optimization. So we audit someone's current existing offer. We make sure that it's irresistible. And we also talk about how we can dial in the messaging to attract the right people to that offer. That has to happen. Even if you've already got a coaching business, already got an offer, I want to audit and see it because all the stuff and systems that we build are all around the offer, right? So that's step 1. Step 2, we install a proven sales system. I'm not necessarily going to go into each of these. Step 3, we develop a marketing strategy that's organic. Step 4 is we automate your back-end systems to free up time. Number 3, developing a marketing strategy. That's both organic and paid. We do organic first and we do paid second, but I just condensed that into one instead of having 5 points. Okay, so I'm showing you this not because I'm pitching you my offer. I'm showing this because this just shows you how you can chunk it down. So like if you're a online fitness coach, step 1, personalized assessment. We're going to do X, Y, and Z so that we know the root cause of what's going on and we know your strengths and weaknesses so we can build a plan that's custom to you. Step 2, we build a custom plan for you. This includes X, Y, and Z. Boom. Step 3, we have personalized or individualized check-ins that are done every single week that look like this. Boom, boom, boom. 4, every single month we have a one-on-one call or we have a group call, whatever your offer is, that helps us do X, Y, and Z, and your program will be adjusted, right? First steps do matter, but I can't help you with those right now. I've got some future trainings in the past that cover this. So if you want to watch those, you can. One of them is titled How to Stick Out in a Saturated Market. And that talks all about creating your 4 to 5 step process that allows you to be unique and different from the rest of the market. Cool? Okay. Coaching. So here are the actual features of the offer. This has actually changed just a little bit, but I'm still going to show it to you. We've got a one-on-one onboarding call that will create an action plan and immediately deliver. You've got 2 coaching calls a week with me. We've got weekly one-on-one check-ins where 1 to 2 action items are assigned each week to help the business growing and moving in the right direction, etc. So again, these are different for me right now. It's still on the page. I'm not at the place where I'm ready to like change it all yet, but same thing for you. I want you to think about how can you include this in a really short, condensed video that's like 10 minutes long. How to apply? All you need to do is click the link below, right? Here are all the things, bonuses that are included. And here's a risk-free guarantee. Get 20 clients in this amount of time. If you come to the calls, do the work, we will keep working with you and for free until you do get the results. So that's just kind of a brief overview of the video, but I encourage you just to go watch it. Go to mattshiver.com. Just watch the video, see how it's done, mimic it for your own business, and plug it in and play. Cool? And then we've got the button to apply. So with the actual, like the page itself, it's important that you have this call to action button in this video all fit in a single, it's called a fold, right? So a fold is anything that's taken up on this screen right now is a fold. You can see there's a button here above the fold. Below the fold would be like this line. This is fold 2. Fold 1 is just this. Fold 2 would be this section. But we want to have that call to action button there because it gives the person who comes to our site a very clear action on this is the next action to take. Okay. And again, all of these buttons, they all take to a schedule page, and I'll click on that and review that in a second. Section 2 of this page, who's this offer for, right? So this is just becoming clear again on who's it for and what are the problems they're experiencing. All of this is already covered in the video, and I really do want them to watch this video. A big reason for this is that for coaching is very relationship driven, right? It's not as feature driven as other offers are, but coaching is very independent because people they want to work with you because you've got an awesome personality. They follow you in social. They jive with your story. So it's important that we have a video that allows us to showcase more of ourselves. We can express ourselves more. We can put our personality in there. We can be quirky. We can do the things that attract people to us. And that's why I like having a video on this first page. And it's the first thing they see because I want them to feel that energy. Like my energy. I don't necessarily want to see a a long form sales page that's like calling out my pain points and doing all this blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, this is what I do. You know, this is my offer. And also I'm going to deliver this in a way that's authentic to me and also just feels good. Right? So that's fold 1. Like I said, fold 2, it just touches on the pain points and problems that the person's experiencing and who's it for. Another call to action button. And then I've got lots of social proof and testimonials. And again, apply for the accelerator. That is the first page. Okay. Very, very simple. Video, button, who's it for, pain points, testimonials. You could put this thing together in an afternoon. Really good. Okay. So that's my home page. The second page I want to show you is the About page. Okay, the About page is also really basic, and there's some things on here that I'll walk through on mine that aren't necessarily necessary, and there's some things that are. Okay, so like who we help, what we do, all this can be found again in that video. So I wouldn't say that's necessary, but what is necessary is this section here. Especially if you're a solopreneur or like a solo coach, like you don't have a team, like your story is really important, because the more elements of your story that align with where that customer or potential client is in their journey, the higher likelihood they are to book a call and want to work with you. Again, coaching is very relationship driven. We could have the best offer in the world, best transformations, but if someone can't resonate with you as a person, then they're not necessarily going to want to work with you. So for me in my story, there's lots of things in here that are baked in on purpose, because I want to try to make as many connections and parallels as possible. Competitive weightlifting, powerlifting, physical therapy, Duke, Travis Mash, Glenn Penlay. Like I'm mentioning names of people that I worked with. You know, I didn't want to work 9 to 5 in the same city. I wanted to travel. Again, these are different key things that people are experiencing and thinking. And I want to have as many opportunities as possible for someone to say, yeah, that sounds like me. Does that make sense? Right? I had no following. I had no website. I had no plan besides post every day. I know a lot of people that are in the same boat, right? I stumbled across this, like sales funnels, paid ads, but I felt really nervous. Again, all these things are what people experience. And I know that because I've done a lot of market research on my ideal customer, right? Data, making decisions for him. That sounds pretty cool. I want that, right? And then we've got some like social proof. He's helped companies scale beyond the 7-figure mark, has had multiple 6-figure launches, and even helped several newer coaches exceed the 10K a month mark within 6 weeks of working together. So again, social proof, kind of tie all this stuff, the story back down. And also here's something personal. I live in Austin, Texas, you know, and I spend traveling the world with my girlfriend, who is also an online coach, and we have 2 Goldens. So again, do you have Goldens? Do you have dogs? Right? Another parallel. Pretty cool. Outside of that, I like to work out, I like to hike, I like to yoga, I like to do breath work, and I like to drink coffee. More parallels, right? So this section is the most important in an About Us page. Even like, man, even the certifications I've got. Everything else on this page, I'm going to just say is not necessary as a new coach. It's just nice to have. I also have called the Contact Us button on the bottom. Most people don't fill this out. Most people will fill out the Apply button. Other things that are on this page, yeah, just a recap of, you know, who we help, what we do, our philosophy, what makes us different, and then our team. Okay, feel free to like check out my page, but yeah, mentioned enough good stuff there. Okay, so the third page that you're gonna have, that I suggest having on your website, is going to be a reviews page. Okay, because the purpose of a website, again, it's a business card, right? It's a business card, and people want to see what you do. They want to know your story, and they want to see that you can get the results that you're promising. So a reviews page, you can, I paid somebody on, like actually a pretty close friend who does a lot of my editing work now. And I just gave her a lot of testimonials, not all of them, but I gave her a decent amount of testimonials. And I was like, go make this into a page that looks pretty. And she did that, right? So we added those videos that are also on the homepage. You don't need to have like, I mean, the more you have, the better, but you can use the same videos and the same testimonials on both pages. Okay, so those videos are there. And then lots of screenshots of, people who've made $100,000 a year, or actually this was in like a 6-month time frame, $10,000 in a week, right? But just like screenshots of people who are doing well, just made $3,400 in a day, 6 months, first client signed, cool, awesome, first $5,000 client, and it's just, you can kind of just see, oh, cool, like, oh man, look at all these leads. That's a lot, right? So it's just showing you, it's just a snapshot at some of the results that I've been able to get for people. Okay. And again, there's much more than this, but this is enough to fit on a page to show that, hey, I can help you. Right. So the more you have, the better. If you don't have a process to collect this yet, I strongly encourage it. And again, I've got my button here that takes them to the apply page, which we will go over in just a second. So the other button that I have on here besides the apply page is my YouTube channel. And the reason I have a YouTube channel on here, which takes them off of my website, is that YouTube is a great place to really provide a lot of value and nurture someone to know, like, to teach them more about what I do, right? There's lots of videos on here and they're longer, right? Like this one's 7 minutes. This one, the one I'm filming right now is going to be closer to 20 minutes. I'm looking at my timer. This one's 7. So I'm allowing them to spend more time with me, because people can either spend money or they can spend time, right? Money or time. And if someone's not ready to spend money, they might be ready to spend time. So I'm going to give them the option, and I'm going to build up essentially equity in this client or in potential client by providing more value. And then eventually it'll get to a point where, like a house, you would make a sale on your house, and that you have equity in, and you've continued to buy more of it from the bank if you've got like a lender, etc., to where you have a percentage of the house, and maybe you paid your mortgage off and you have 100% of the home. When you make the sale, you collect. So the same thing is going to happen here with content marketing and providing value through some sort of platform. I choose YouTube for this. Okay. And I still have like Instagram too, but YouTube's the longer content, which is where I want them to be before they make a purchase decision. Make sense? Cool. Okay. So last page is the apply page. So this is where all the buttons on every single page takes them to. And this is to a short 15-minute connection call. It's not a sales call. It's just a time for them to connect to see, can I help them or can I point them in the right direction to be helped? This is a link to my team's calendar, so it's not necessarily my calendar. I am on the calendar, so there's a percentage of chance that whoever books this will end up talking to me. But I also have time throughout the week where I have to make content like this. I have to run ads. I have to do a lot of things to where I'm not the person who can take calls every day. So I do have a team that can help with that. But the key here on this page is that it's very simple, right? Give us 15 minutes and we'll help you insert what you do. We'll help you grow your coaching program. If you're an online coach with a handful of clients, you might just be a few strategies and tactics away from 2 to 3xing your client roster and income. In this fast 15-minute call, we will review your offer, pricing, compare it to standards. We'll look at your marketing, sales, and coaching delivery systems to see what is and isn't working. We'll uncover the number one bottleneck preventing you from growing faster, and then we'll develop an action plan that will help you get more clients ASAP. Okay? And then there's the option to book a call. So that's like an overview of my website. And I want to just recap that it's very easy to make this. You only really need 3 things. Number 1, a sales video that walks through your offer, which you would keep on your homepage. Number 2 is a about page, which is just your story, right? Your story. And to be honest, this could all be on one page. Okay, it doesn't have to be on 3 separate tabs. It could all be on one page, but every website needs some sort of sales video. If you're a coach, it needs some sort of about you story, like your journey in the coaching world and why you do what you do, that draws parallels to your ideal client and their situation right now. And then 3, you need an opportunity to showcase the reviews and testimonials you have. The more of those you have, and the more parallels in your story that you can draw to your ideal client, the more calls that will be booked, right? So that's what we want to do. And last but not least, I didn't mention on there, we want an opportunity for them to fill out a form or an apply to work with us or book a call. I use the book a call, but I know a lot of coaches love the application funnel. Honestly, it depends on your traffic volume. If you can handle more calls on the calendar and you want more calls, do that. If you have a ton of traffic, maybe a lot of followers or a big email list, you might want to go through an application because that will cut the amount of calls that you have and have less calls. And then you can invite more high quality calls and applicants to a call. Up to you. They both work and they both do extremely well. So that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching this. If you're looking for support on growing a coaching business, or honestly, if you want this template, this is part of my bonuses. So I wrote this in this first video here. It talks about this. Like, you get a lot of resources if you were to decide to work with me. One of those is this exact website. I just copy this and plug it into your own account. All you need is really your own domain name, which costs like, 12 to 15 bucks on Google Domains. And then of course we would update all this stuff together, change it out, make the coloring and branding on point for you, make the offer dialed in, etc. But if you want help growing your online coaching business, go ahead and I'm gonna put a link below to scheduling a coaching call with my team. It'll be a 15-minute link, just like you saw here, and we're gonna go through this exact process. It'll be a 15-minute call. We'll review your offer and pricing and compare it to industry standards. We'll look at your marketing, sales, and coaching delivery systems to see what is and isn't working. We'll uncover the bottleneck for what is preventing you to grow faster, and we'll develop an action plan that will help you get more clients ASAP. So if you're interested at all with that, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and my team looks forward to speaking with you. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.